Hey, it's Jack from B&T MacFarlane. Today we're going to do a review of the MX series from Kubota, so let's get into it. Today we're going to do a review of the MX series from Kubota. This one behind me, it is the MX 5400. You can get it in a 54 horsepower version as well as a 60 horsepower version. This tractor, it is an economy tractor, and I know a lot of you guys, you start to cringe and start to worry, well, what exactly am I missing when I go down to an economy tractor? I hope to make that a little bit more clear today in today's review and today's video. The premium version of the MX, it's going to be size equivalent, engine equivalent, everything's going to be about the same in terms of capacities and weight to a Grand L series of Kubota. So that's going to be your L5460 and your L6060. I did make a video on this series, so I will link that down below in the description for you guys to watch. And I hope today we can go over some features that set this apart from the L60. So with that out of the way, we're actually going to talk about an economy tractor in general and what kinds of things we expect to be missing or what kinds of things we expect to be kind of washed out in this version. And that's going to be a lot to do with the operator's platform. You're going to see right away the operator's platform, it's not going to be as deluxe and as premium as a premium and deluxe tractor like the L6060, but what it's going to give you in return is a very good loader, the exact same backhoe, and a lot of capacities for your money. So if you're looking just for a tractor to get the job done and lift a lot and haul a lot and get a lot of value for your money in a tractor of this size, this is definitely an option that you should consider when you're shopping around for a tractor. With that being said, we're going to jump up front and take a look at the loader. We're going to start the review here with the front loader of the MX tractor. So from Kubota, you do get the LA 1065. And if you remember, the number on the side of the loader is the lift capacity in kilograms. So you're going to be lifting at about 2,100 pounds to the top of the lift height, which on this loader is 10 feet. That's very healthy numbers, especially if you're loading round bales with this one or doing any kind of field or farm work with it. This bucket too, it also comes with a skid steer style front quick attach, which is a very nice feature. You'll see on a lot of other brands, their economy models, they come with a pin on bucket. And in 2022, there's just way too many implements that I could never recommend getting a pin on style bucket nowadays. Between forks and bale spears and grapples, snow pushers, there's tons of implements that do fit on the front of this skid steer style quick attach. Moving down a little bit, we'll take a look at the bucket as well. This bucket, it is a bit of a premium bucket, but it's well worth the money for the front of this loader. It is 72 inches across the front with a round back and a bolt-on cutting edge. Makes it very nice when you're dumping to have that round back, because sometimes when you're with a square back bucket, it does get stuck, a bit of the material and dirt gets stuck at the back of the bucket. Makes dumping and moving material a lot easier with this bucket. So now that we're up front of the tractor, we're going to talk about the engine of this tractor. This being above 26 horsepower, it does have to have emissions controls. This tractor, it has a DPF filter, so that catches all the carbon and the soot that gets produced by the engine. A nice feature on this engine as well is that the battery is right up at the front of the tractor. That makes it very easy for whenever you inevitably have to change your battery or use this tractor to jumpstart any other of your tractors or vehicles like that. The biggest thing technically and mechanically that separates this from the L60 series will be the transmission on the tractor. If you watched my other video on the L60 series, it does have that dual range hydrostatic transmission. So it has the high, low, medium range, and within each of those ranges, you have a high and a low mode within those ranges as well. This tractor is going to be a traditional compact tractor setup. You're just going to have that high, low, medium range. And that's where a lot of the cost saving is in the MX tractor. If you're not looking to use this tractor commercially for snow or for long periods of time during the day, then that transmission will be 100% fine for what you're going to be using it for. And that's just... So now that I'm up on the operator's platform, we're going to look at some of the features and the controls that are actually up here. The first thing you're going to notice is going to be the position of the loader stick. This is actually pretty common in economy and value tractors, having it positioned here. It's a lot more cost effective than running all the hoses underneath the floor of the tractor and into a more ergonomic position up here by your side. So this is a cost saving measure from Kubota, but honestly it's not in that bad of a spot. It is pretty far back towards you. The next thing we're going to look at is going to be the dash. It's not a digital dash as you would see in an L60 series from Kubota. It is completely analog. There's also no fancy levers and switches, but to be honest with you, if you're purchasing a tractor like this, you might not want those fancy levers and switches because they do break and they do get in the way. Another nice thing on this tractor, you do get a rubber floor mat. And I know a lot of people, they might just think it's just a rubber floor mat, but it actually does keep down the vibrational noises when you're operating this tractor at higher RPM, so it does reduce that noise when you're actually operating it. You will notice a couple blanks over here by your 3-point hitch, and those are going to be blanks for the rear remotes. So rear remotes on this tractor are actually an option. They're not standard like on your L60 series. Another thing that's going to be different is going to be the seat here. You're going to see it's not the big fancy deluxe suspension seat that you will get on your L60 series. There's also no armrest on this seat either, so that is an option. About 99% of these tractors we do just add the armrest because it is a nice feature to have whenever you're operating this tractor. One of the things that sets the MX series apart from the L60 series will be the front axle of the tractor. So this front axle, it's going to be a little bit beefier and a little bit bigger than on your L60 series. So this just kind of aids in its more utilitarian, plowing the fields and doing more kind of rugged off-roading work with it. The front tire as well, it's going to be a little bit wider than on your L60 series, which I think gives it a little bit more aggressive look at the front end of the tractor. The rear tires, they will be exactly the same as the L60 though, so you don't get wider tires on the back. So now we're going to take a look at the backhoe that's on the back of this MX series tractor. It is a frame mounted backhoe, but you can remove it just like any of the backhoes from Kubota. It is the BH92, so it is the exact same backhoe that fits on the L60 series from Kubota. It will dig it about 9 feet down to a flat bottom. When it has a bucket installed, it's just back ordered right now, like most things are. This backhoe as well, it has an option for a mechanical or a hydraulic thumb. You can also put a quick coupler on this, much like our excavators, so you're able to switch between a digging bucket and a trenching bucket whenever you want. So now that we're on the back of the tractor, we're also going to talk about the 3-point hitch setup. I will try and find some photos online to add it somewhere on the screen right now. But the 3-point hitch, on the L60 series, the cylinders on the 3-point hitch are external. On the MX series, you're going to have internal cylinders for your 3-point hitch, and that limits the lift capacity behind, so it kind of limits some of the things that you're going to be able to lift at the back. Although I've never really been limited to the implements that you're going to be putting on the back of this by the weight, it's more the size of them that you're going to be limited by, so that shouldn't be a deciding factor when you're purchasing a tractor is how much the 3-point hitch can lift. Because for the most part, you're going to be able to lift a 72-inch box scraper, or grading scraper, or even a 72-inch rotary cutter on the back of this. Like I mentioned before too, there's no rear remotes on the MX series from factory. They are an option and a dealer add-on for this tractor. The MX series tractor is a fantastic tractor that gives you an excellent value proposition. It gives you a very capable loader and a very capable backhoe. It's actually the same backhoe as your L60 series. This tractor is going to be perfect for somebody who doesn't care about any of the creature comforts that are up on the operator's platform. If you're not too worried about deluxe switches and features and levers, and you don't really mind the loader stick in the forward-facing position, then this tractor will be perfect for you. You're going to save quite a bit of money off your L60 series, and you're still going to get a very capable and a very big tractor for your job. With that being said, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you need help with parts, sales, or service, give us a call at 613-225-0555. Thank you.